Yes, this is part 7, not part 4. I realized what I did. Don't kill me. So my videos have been getting like roughly 2-4 vids within an hour, which is actually pretty good, I reckon, because I've only got like 6-7 subs. So yeah, that's epic. Okay, let's get down, boys. So as we're watching this, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you don't know what to comment, comment what if suggestions or song suggestions for my intros. And now, let's get into it. So like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share around and tell me how I did. So let's recap. In the last video, Naruto and his pals completed the first stage with 4 questions. Well, Naruto completed the first stage with 4 questions done. He tried to kill Orochimaru but failed. Miyagi and Sasuke both got the curse mark. He also failed Itachi because now Itachi has Sasuke now has the curse mark, and they've started the preliminaries. So now let's go in the first match. Let's go down to the business. So now let's go in the matchups. First matchup is Miyagi vs Konkoro. Match 2 is Udon vs Menma. Match 3 is Muabi vs Shino. Match 4 is Choji vs Oboro. Match 5 is Hinata vs Neji. Match 6 is Gaara vs Kagari. Match 7 is Imari vs Tamari. Match 8 is Sakura vs Sasuke. Match 9 is Yugoro vs Tenten. Match 10 is Uno vs Inka. Match 11 is Kiba vs Shikamaru. And match 12 is Rock Lee vs Sai. Now Miyagi and Konkoro stay here while everyone else goes to the stands. After everyone is in the stands, Tenki, Konohamaru, and Naruto are all standing next to Itachi. Sensei, I failed you. Sasuke has a curse mark, whispered Naruto. He's okay, said Itachi. Naruto and the group turn to see Miyagi in a curse mark form with lines all over her, and she's repeatedly hitting him. So yeah, she's got the seal, or whatever it is, curse seal of the earth. I quit, shouted Konkoro. The winner is Miyagi, said Gamma Haiti, or whatever his name is. I got it down in one of the other things because I realized who it was, but not at the start. Kakashi led Miyagi through a tunnel. We jump to Kakashi, who is chanting this sealing jutsu for the curse mark on Miyagi. Miyagi passes out. We jump back to Naruto, who's been led down to fight Udon. Led the fight, said the Jonin. Udon, let's bow first, said Naruto. The two ninja bowed. Naruto stood still as Udon charged him. Naruto jumped back and memorized the hidden lotus technique and used it to smash Udon into the wall. Naruto walked up to Udon, put out his sword, and held the blade to Udon's throat. Please, yield, surrender, whatever. I just don't want to kill you, said Naruto. Kill me, I wish. Kill me, you wish? I won't yield to someone weaker than me, shouted Udon. Udon kicked Naruto and knocked Naruto over because Naruto was surprised of all because he's had him behind his throat and sword. Naruto got up. I didn't expect that, said Naruto. Naruto held his sword up and kicked and knocked over Udon. Naruto used his blade hilt and hit Udon on the forehead and knocked him out. Naruto walked up to his teammates while carrying Udon up to Kakashi, who is next to his team now. We jump to Itachi. So Sensei Clone, where did Menma get that sword? This is happening during the fight. That sword, there's only 5 of them, and Konoha has 2 of them, and the other known person to have one is Naruto Uzumaki. So where did Menma get his blade from, asked Kakashi. Well, when we when we were trained by Itachi, Uchiha, Kisame, Naruto, Uzumaki, and Konohamaru, well, we attacked Orochimaru's hideout, and we found the other two. And Naruto has two in his possession. Itachi remembers finding the two remaining blades when he went last to Orochimaru's hideout before they killed Zabuza, and how he took one for Naruto and took the other one. How he took one and Naruto took the other one just in case his one got broken. And Itachi remembers the conversation they had. Got back from when being interrogated by Hiruzen. Conversation that they had after Naruto had got back from his interrogation by Hiruzen and Kakashi. Flashback moment. Itachi. And with anyone else, Itachi trained you, Sensei Kon. Kisame trained Inka and Amaru. You were trained by Konohamaru, and Naruto trained me. And that also, Naruto also told me more people than you guys to trust in this village, said Naruto. Why would they ask us about that? Oh, this asked Itachi. Well, last night I left Ichiraku Ramen. These two idiots, named Tanuki and Konohamaru, well, they said they were trained by us and knew me and said the only ones they could trust were Teiichi, Ayame, and Hinata, said Naruto. Itachi smacked Konohamaru and Tanuki on the back of the head. What idiots! This better not blow our cover, said Itachi. It won't, I swear, said Konohamaru. So if I get a question, I will have to make stuff up that is believable, said Itachi. Yes, well, I will be quiet from now on, said Konohamaru. I will shut up now, said Tanuki. Well, you better fucking do this, you little brat, said Itachi. Flashback ends. So, are you a Genjutsu legend like the legendary Itachi Uchiha asked? I thought it said Kabuto in my script because it does, but it's actually Kakashi. Well, yeah, not as good as him, but you know, I ain't that bad, said Itachi. Naruto walks up and sits Udon next to Sasuke. There you go, he just got knocked out, said Naruto, who sat down. We jump to Naruto, who turns to see Hinata, Kiba, and Shino, and he connects eyes with Hinata. Hinata looks at him, and he blushes, and she blushes. She smiles. He thinks to himself, I might have just blown my cover. He turns his eyes away. Don't blow your cover, whispered Itachi. I won't, whispered Naruto. Naruto turns to see Shino, first one of the guys that was in the team he gave the scroll to. And while Shino starts whooping his ass, so to speak, and he is not letting him get a hit in. After a minute, the shinobi named Mayubai has surrendered and tilts his head in shame as he walked up to his team. Naruto notices Choji with a bag. Oh, I thought it said bang, but it's actually a bag of chips. And when Choji has one left, Uburu stole it. Stop eating and fight me, you fucking retarded fat man. Stop eating. You look like you need to lose weight, and you should stop eating. And stop with your fucking food, said Uburu. Everyone from the Hidden Leaf gasped as they saw that man called Choji fat. Explode expansion jutsu, shouted Choji. Choji rolled into a ball and rammed Uburu in a wall, angry that he called him fat and broke every bone in his body. The Jonin carried Uburu out of the arena on a hospital bed. Choji was declared the winner. Everyone saw Neji dump down and Naruto turned to Hinata. She looked worried, but not too worried. We jump into Hinata's seat. Hinata slowly climbs down the ladder and stands next to Neji. Fight, said the Jonin. Neji charged at Hinata and she was prepared and dodged just out of the way and kicked Neji in the back of the head, and Neji landed on his face. Neji got up and activated his Byakugan and charged at Hinata. Hinata was attacked with 64 palms and fell to her knees. Neji kicked her in the face and she spat out blood dropping on her arms. And Neji kicked her in the stomach and she spat out more blood. And as she was about to quit, she thought, what would Naruto want? What want her to do? To strive for the best like he would, even against the worst odds known to man, thought Hinata. Hinata, I will beat you to show you that the branch family can be stronger than the main family. And I will show your father that my father and my job... Show your father that my father and my job was given to me means nothing without my father being around to tell me what to do, said Neji. Hinata activated her Byakugan and used his 62 palms of Neji and surprised everyone, even her sensei and herself and her father. When she started laying into Neji, then Neji tripped her and stopped on her, stomped on her and punched her in the face. Hinata spat out blood and looked into Neji's face and stood up. She kept hearing Naruto's voice in her head to strive for the best and to remember Naruto had become stronger than anyone in this arena except maybe the Hokage and the signing to Hinata. Neji, I will try until I cannot anymore, said Hinata. That will be your own downfall, said Neji. Hinata stood up and put all her chakra in her hands and put fire and wind nature in her hands, even though it's wasting more chakra since it's not her normal, chakra element. Blazing fist, said Hinata. Hinata felt the heat on her hands and looked at Naruto, who had a smile across his face. Hinata charged at Neji and started punching him continuously until Neji used his rotation and hit Hinata's hands and put out the fire in Hinata's hands. We jumped to Naruto. So Memma, what are you smiling about? Asked Itachi. Well, she has improved and well, I don't know. I have this urge to stop the fight and see if she's okay, though I haven't seen her in months, said Naruto. I think it is love or something, said Itachi. Just watch the fights, said Teneki. Okay, I will. Don't be a little bitch, said Naruto. Naruto saw Neji with his Byakugan activated and his hands holding one of them at least holding Hinata by her throat, and his other hand is covered in chakra and over her heart, going to kill her. Sorry, but it is for my father, shouted Neji. Before Naruto knew what was taking over him, he jumped and kicked Neji away from Hinata and picked her up. Are you okay? Whispered Naruto. I am now that I'm here with you, Naruto. Don't worry. I won't say or tell about you until you leave the hidden leaf, whispered Hinata. Naruto jumped up and dropped Hinata next to Kurenai Sensei. When Naruto sat down, Itachi patted him on the back. You did what you thought was right, whispered Itachi. Why did you save her? Asked Kurenai Yuhai. Well, I am a man who can't see a girl getting killed in front of him, and also the Jonin, you Jonin of the leaf weren't doing anything, and I didn't want blood on the battlefield where I'd have to fight. So I had to do something, didn't I? Said Naruto. Wow, who knew the Hidden Sound Village had such a young gentleman? Said Kakashi. Just watch the Max, or I won't be a gentleman anymore, said Naruto. Memma, stop and shut the fuck up and watch this fight, said Itachi. Yes, sensei, said Naruto. Naruto saw Gaara use the sand in his gato to break Kankurai's legs and put him in a coffin, and smacked Kagure into his teammates. We jumped to Konohanaru, who's just leapt into the arena and drew his sword and bowed at Tamari. Tamari charged at Konohanaru, who started making cyclones near him. Konohanaru sidestepped Tamari, kicked Tamari in the face, and put his sword onto her throat. I'll make you regret not yielding, said Konohanaru. I yield! Don't kill me, said Tamari. Konohanaru got back to his teammate, and we jumped to Naruto, who stands watching two members from the same team walk to the stands. I quit, shouted Sakura. Naruto sees both Sakura and Sasuke return to their seats. Yo, Konohanaru, don't you think the Sand Ninja are weak? You easily got one down. But that Gaara guy, he's the most strongest one here, I reckon, compared to us, said Naruto. Well, and then Naruto overhears. Why did you do that, Sakura? Asked Sasuke. Well, I love you, and I want you to strive and succeed where I can't. There's always next time, said Sakura. Well, I love you, and okay, I thank you, Sakura. And Kakashi, now my match is over. Let's go steal this thing up, said Sasuke. As he left with Naruto, he saw the two-tailed Jinchuriki jump down and stood in a fighting pose, and a poser was a girl with black hair he remembers her name to be Tenten. We jumped in Tenten, who charges at Yugito, but a blue chakra cloak appeared around Yugito and threw Tenten into a wall and knocked Tenten out. We returned to Naruto. Sensei, come here, whispered Naruto. Yes, what? Asked Itachi. So how easy will it be able to take the two tails? Asked Naruto. I don't know, but we will see, whispered Itachi. Go Inka, said Konohamaru. Won't be hard. This guy looks freaking weak, said Teneki. Teneki jumped to the ground, and as Uno charged him, Teneki pulled out his sword, and Uno stopped as it tipped to throw. I yield, shouted Uno. I wanted to fight, said Teneki. Teneki walked back to the group. Like I said, boys, pretty easy. I knew you were good, but not that good, said Konohamaru. Okay, what you think? I'm just not that skilled, said Teneki. Shut up and just watch the two fight. You already told me to watch a fight before, you dumbasses, said Naruto. Kiba and Shikamaru stood, and on the field there were two Kibas, and they span and headed for Shikamaru. Shadow, stitching, shouted Shikamaru. And both the Kibas stopped in their place, and Shikamaru throwing explosive tags and went. He let go of the Kibas, and they fell down head first, and the tags blew up and knocked them out. What a drag! I said it would be a big drag, but it was loud. What a drag! And as he said it, it was really loud, so everyone heard, and it was like, of course, Shikamaru saying, "What a drag." Naruto saw Rock Lee walking on his hands till the spot he waited for the guy named Sai. As soon as the battle started, Lee was attacking with taijutsu, and did not last Sai attack, and used the Hidden Lotus, and by the looks of it, he opened the first gate. And by the end of the next Hidden Lotus, Sai was bleeding and fell down. Lee jumps back on his hands and walked up where his team was. Not the Genin sat down and joining. So here are the matchups for the finals. We got Miyagi vs. Menma, Shino vs. Choji, Gaara vs. Imari, Sasuke vs. Yugito, Inka vs. Shikamaru, Shikamaru and Neji. Wait, what the hell? Oh man, I fucked up somewhere, didn't I? So you got, Choji, Gaara vs. Imari, Sasuke vs. Yugito. Who am I forgetting? So, finals are Miyagi vs. Menma, Shino vs. Choji, Inika, Rock Lee. So who, I have it in my next part, I'll find. So I'm pretty sure Gaara is versus Neji and Rock Lee versus Imari. No, actually, so never mind, I figured it out. It's Miyagi versus Menma, then Shino versus Choji, then Gaara versus Neji, Imari versus Sasuke, Yugito versus Inka, Shikamaru versus Rock Lee. I got it, I remember from their last script. Said, Haitayo Gekyo. We jump to Kakashi, who walks to the training area with all the Genin from Konoha and their journey. So how are we going to train, asked Gang? Well, I will teach Sasuke how to utilize his Sharingan and other stuff like that, said. And everyone else can decide what they do, said Kakashi. Okay, well, I have something to say, said Gang. What is it? Asked Kakashi, and all the other Jonin and Genin looked at Guy. I think that Menma might be Naruto or someone just as strong, said Guy. Why do you think that? Asked Asuma. Well, he stood against Lee in the second gate, and he'd been attacked by the Hidden Lotus more than once, and he was only using taijutsu, said Guy. This member had been trained by Naruto, and has the same sword as Naruto's Kakashi, so... What? So whoever has to fight him, which will look like Mawagi, and then whoever wins out of Choji and Shino, said Guy. Yes, all of us have to train, and become the strongest ninja and shinobi you can be. And don't forget, never to lose focus against that member, said Kakashi. Okay, let's go prepare, said Guy. Guy does his pose and they all go their separate ways. We jump to Naruto, who was with his friends as they arrived to their room. So what are you guys gonna do with this now training, asked Itachi. Well, I want to learn how to open the gates and maybe learn Wolf Stage mode, said Naruto. Yes, I don't know if there's a such thing as the Wolf Sage, but hey, if there's Toad Sage and there's Summoning, why the fuck not can there not be Wolf Sage? So that's what that's gonna learn. Come on, Konohanaru. Are you gonna come train with me, asked Naruto. Why lads, let's see you guys in a month, said Konohanaru. Naruto summons two wolves. Blood Wolf, can you take us learn Sage mode? And Teeth Shot, can you stay here and in a month, or when Itachi tells you to summon us, bring us back, please, asked Naruto. Okay, I will, said Teeth Shot. After 1 month, Teeth Shot summons Konohanaru and Naruto. And that is where this ends. See, that is no one is around. Why did you summon us here? Where is Teniki and Itachi, asked Naruto. Well, they went to the arena, said Tisha. And that's where I'm leaving it up to you guys. I need to know who I should ship Naruto with soon, because if not, he's getting with one of the princesses, either the Hyuga princess or the Sand princess. Okay, I need to know. And also, because I can't just keep him flirting with both and then break both their hearts. So yeah. Also, next is meant to be the Chrono Cross arc, and there's going to be some other things that originally don't happen. And then after that, there's also going to be other things that don't happen. And then, in either not the next one, maybe part 10 or 11, the gap comes, and a lot of things happen between that gap. I mean, a lot of things. Now, I'm going to go. Peace, said Naruto.